we've got this one woman who is in charge there at this particular prison, and she's got musical skills, and so she has the keyboard there and she plays music for them. And she was trying to find a certain piece of music, and this one beat came on there, and I said, "Oh, stop right there. It kind of has a good groove to it." And so she says, "Well, you want to do the electric slide?" And so that's this line dancing, and the ladies' eyes just lit up. They started laughing, and so I got up there, and we're just line dancing together, and these women are just, their mouths are dropping open, and they said, "The church ladies know how to dance." And I said, "I'm here because I've had a life on the street. I haven't always been in a church doing everything right." And that's what they needed to hear. And a man at my office said that he was mentoring at the men's prison, and he said, "We really need women in the women's prison. Would you be interested?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I really would." My gifts happen to be teaching, service, and mercy, and those three things work out really well with prison ministry. I just explained to them that any of us could be in prison, that I've been mad enough to kill somebody. I have thought about killing somebody because I've had all those thoughts and emotions and passions that you do. I just didn't act on them. And I said, that's the difference. I mean, God's never wasted any of my junk. Every bad thing I've ever done, He's brought back and made me face it and made me tell somebody. And that's not always a real comfortable thing to do, is to take your stuff and be transparent with it and say, "Look, I did this." But as soon as I do that, it frees me and it helps that other person connect with me, and then they can tell me, "Well, here's what I did." Every one of these women had other family members who were in prison. Either their husband was in another prison, or they had a sister or a brother or a mother or father, and they just felt like that was a normal way of life, that somebody in your family just goes to prison. And I've been trying to really instill in them that it doesn't have to be that way, that if you change your life, when you get out, you can teach these things to your children and prevent them from going to prison. And that makes the light come on in their eyes, because they love their kids, and the big heartbreak for these women is being away from their children and having someone else raise them. And I said, God is not going to let you get out until you have learned the things He wants you to learn, so when you get out, you stay out. And I said, if you take these things to heart and it's not just head knowledge, then you can go home to your families, and eventually they're going to trust you again, they're going to respect you again, and you're going to be able to have a real family. And I've looked at all the state programs, and the reason they've got the recidivism rates they do is people can't change people's lives, only God can. And so if you can bring something to them that is life-changing from the inside out, and say, this is what is going to make a difference in your life. Once they get that, they'll grab a hold of it, and when they get out, their life will be changed. I'm Rita O'Kelley, and I want my women out for life.